Are the cloud formations changing? That one's new.
Quantum drive is now off.
Do the same cloud formations move across the surface, or do they actually change dynamically? That's really interesting. That one's really, really tall for ArcCorp. Usually Area 18 has a nice low lane kind of fog to it. These are actual clouds. Kind of like you'd see on Microtech. Interesting. Well, let's get down to the city. Ah, there's a spaceport. We can see the lights clearly blinking as a visual indicator of where to go. Isn't that wonderful? How convenient. It only took 900 years in the future. What is day 3? I know that they have that Raven Firehawk. I bought one of those bad boys so that we can have that for a giveaway. So thank you for doing the voodoo that you do and showing all the support. I'm not actually sure what the other manufacturers are, so we'll have to just play this one by ear. Should have done my homework. What a great sight it is, pulling into these big areas. I hope that there's more of this in the game. Okay. Aegis Dynamics. That's it. That's all that is today. Just Aegis Dynamics. Oh my gosh, the lag. But yeah, one empire. And that empire is actually made possible thanks to, in part, because of Aegis Dynamics. Let me give you guys a little history lesson while we walk through a little bit. So, the Empire, the UEE, is a kind of voting democracy kind of, Senate type thing. It used to be ran by a single family, the Messer family. The Messer 1, the original guy who basically made the position of the United, citizen leader or something like that, and then he immediately canceled that position and, claimed a dictatorship for himself. Well, that guy basically came to power in the Terravan War on the western edge of space. So before there was an empire, it was just kind of like a united kind of, confederation of planets type thing. And in the Terravan War on the system of Idris, we're just going to go ahead and make our way here. The Retaliator bomber squadrons helped Messer and his squad basically retake control of a failing situation. The commanding officer got wiped out by explosions and stuff like that. They were all retreating, and then the guy who took charge, he died to sniper fire, and then Messer, the third in command, basically kind of, pulling his head out of his ass and, that of his men as well. They were able to call upon Retaliator bomber strikers, and then they helped push back the line. Then that helped win the battle for Idris, and then that helped eventually win the war with the amount of recruitment and driving and Navy sales and stuff like that. And because of all of this, he, ended up starting the Empire of Earth. He gave Aegis all the military contracts, and that's why they are so big and intertwined with the actual military, and why there's so much, military hulls that are used by the Navy is because the Messer family gave all of those contracts for hundreds of years to Aegis, because Aegis was the ones that saved his ass and literally led to him creating the dictatorship empire that was known as, the people of Earth's civilization for a few hundred years. Like I said, now it's the United Empire of Earth, and we vote people in to have the head seat. But before all of that, the Messer family's rise to power was due to these Retaliator bombers. So that's your little bit of history lesson for the day. And now that we got those in the game and that out of the way, we can actually check out these cool variants here. Really quickly, though, now that we're done with the history lesson, let's check out what's on store here in the expo floor. So we got the Hoplite, Harbinger, Sentinel, and then they have a Redeemer in the middle. Very cool, very cool. We got the, obviously, Retaliators in the middle, the new Firebird, the Comet, and the Saber. No Raven, funny. The Gladiuses, the Hammerhead, and then the Avenger series surrounding the Eclipse. So, let's get through all of these. Saber series, very, very interesting set of ships. One of them in particular is really, really hard to come by. The Saber Raven, only given to those who bought an Intel SSD. So, yeah, very, very rare ship and very sought after by collectors. And, yeah, you just can't get them anymore. You had to buy an Optane, part of a deal with Star Citizen and CIG itself. Anyways, the Comet is created as the Masters of Flight series in conjunction with Flight Sim Arena Commander. The Comet pays tribute to the famed pilot Captain Kamir Dalion for his work with Aegis to usher in a new era of spaceship design. The Saber comes equipped with specialized dogfighting-focused loadout and a custom special edition livery honoring this iconic ship. So yeah, Comet, Masters of Flight series, named after a pilot, special dogfighting loadout, special livery, very, very cool stuff. This new one is a bespoke missile launcher. Well, you can't see it now, but there's basically two sides. I think it'll tell us right here. When frontline skirmishes call for a swift and decisive offensive, the Saber Firebird is the ideal medium fighter for any arsenal. Taking the already battle-proven Saber Raven, Aegis has designed the Firebird with an additional enhanced missile launcher capable of engaging with a wide array of threats. Okay, so it doesn't say here, but it's basically got a bespoke missile launcher system that'll shoot up to 6 missiles at a time, which is 2 more than any missile platform available. If you can multi-target and lock, no clue yet. I don't know if that's actually a thing, as my targeting and locking abilities with missiles haven't been working for 2 patches, which is a damn shame because I used to do a lot of torpedoes with the Eclipse bomber. We'll get to that in a minute, but here is your Retaliator bomber. And these are the bad boys that saved the Empire and gave birth to the Messer family regime. The Retaliator, heavy gunship. Civilian refit of the Retaliator updates the military ship's chassis with unladen space, able to be fitted with various modules to suit your needs. So, yeah, they are now, I guess, advertising it. Yeah, this is the bomber variant. It now has its full modularity built in, so it looks like this is the cargo variant. Nice, nice. We have cargo now. Okay, yeah. Both of these on the sides of the bomber are just cargo vessels. So, I believe there's going to be more variants, but basically this whole bay can swap out with, the torpedo variant or, a cargo variant, or maybe they'll have in the future some sort of, medical bay or science chamber. Who knows? But the Retaliator is meant to be a modular system for the civilian market and a big old strike bomber for the military. All right, let's check out this side hull here. Hello, F8. Okay, and so this is the Vanguard hull, along with the Redeemer. So the Vanguard is the heavy fighter series made by Aegis. Long-range patrol ships, crew of 2, long jump drive. It's got a turret. This is the torpedo variant, the Harbinger, my favorite. Each of them has their own specialty. This one is the Hoplite. So that one's the troop carrier. You have your Redeemer, which is cool, I guess. It was made by Star Citizen fans, and it is, basically designed by Gamer Committee. It's a troop transport ship. Oh, also it's got turrets for my friends, and also, it does cargo, and also, we got to be able to sleep on it, and also blah blah blah. Oh dude, King of Frost, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate that, man. The problem that I have with that is that your drop ship, they have the beds down below. Thank you so much. They have the beds down below, and then they have the drop ship seats up here. So to hot drop, you have to get out of the seats and go down this ladder. Hang on. Just take a moment. Give me a sec. One at a time, guys. I know we're invading a planet. Hey, quit sleeping in in the middle of our path. You see, it's so weirdly designed. So many things about it are just weird. And it shows. It was made by Star Citizen people via, polls, and it's basically that saying, it's the old saying, a horse designed by committee would be a camel. True. Anyways, so this is the Sentinel. I believe this has scanner suite and I think interdiction type stuff. It's got this. Yep, that's what this is, all right. Engineer station. It's got it. All right. Moving on. The actual Warden. This is just the OG unit. Standard heavy fighter. Standard long distance heavy fighter from Aegis. Crew members 2. Got a turret up top. Got your bit of engineering stuff over here that can be done. You got a bathroom and storage and gun locker, coffee machine, you know, standard issue heavy fighter things. Nice long range tank treads for all your space tank treading needs. Look, I didn't design it, all right? I'm just telling you what it's got. It's got wheels where every other freaking vehicle has landing ramps. I don't know why, but apparently we need wheels. My guess, I think it's because they're supposed to be like, you know, onboard carriers or, you know, need to be rolled around, even though they could be, you know, just float because they got space engines. Anyways, let's just move on. Next hall. Okay, and then here is where all the people are, apparently. They're like they're Avengers. So, you got your Avenger, you got a Renegade. All of these have basic same type chassis situation, but different variants. So Renegade is going to be, I think, cargo variant. Here, we're gonna make sure I know what I'm talking about here. So yes, the Titan Renegade is light freight, Masters of Flight version, dogfighting loadout, custom livery. Pilot is Danny Solomon. So he apparently liked this so much that they named it after him. All right, next. So Renegade is Masters of Flight. Then you got the Stalker, which is Interdiction. We come back here. And then boom, yeah, you can see it's got Interdiction. This is not right. This is the prison transport. This is not Interdiction at all. So design stop them, don't destroy them. Wait, they can't both be interdiction. Yes, because this is an interdictor. See? You can tell by the interdictor. That's right there. Go back over here. Focus, interdiction. That can't be right. Initially designed as Aegis' frontline carrier ship for the military, the Aegis Stalker took a different path, ultimately having long and storied career as the standard patrol craft of the UEE advocacy. Utilizing its cargo hold for prison transport, the Avenger features a sturdy, reliable hull and capacity for the larger-than-expected engine mounts. Okay, so this does say that it is a prison transport, but it's saying that it's interdiction, and that's just not right. If anything, it'd just be, you know, personnel transport. Prison transport, really, not really personnel. Avenger Titan. Light freight, lacking the prison cells of the Stalker or the EMP of the Warlock, the Titan's hold is to carry cargo. Couple that available space with the Avenger's tried and true combat capabilities, and you have a light hauler that's more than capable. Let me guess, it punches above its weight. That's what you're going to say? You were going to say that, weren't you? So yeah, here's the standard variant, the non-Masters of Flight cargo. And standard loadout comes with some of those and one of these. Big nose gun, able to dish it out, and a couple of side cannons and a bit of missiles. It's enough to do it's quite a good medium ship to come off of a starter, I would say. It's not as big as a Cutlass Black or a Freelancer or a Connie, but I think it's a good upgrade from something small that has nothing except, you know, starter to its name. This guy, look at the Lando Calrissian coming through here. Look at that cape. That is... Oh, we got to go check out one more hall here. This will take us to the Gladiuses. Gladiusi. Okay, so here are your Gladiuses. Flanked by the thing that's usually going to be fighting them, or supporting it. Either way, you got your blockade runner / gun turret ship, heavy armor, lots of turrets, one on the top, one on the bottom, 4 on the sides. And then flanked by its sides are the Gladius, Valiant, Light Fighter, Masters of Flight series. Okay. So special loadout, livery, and all that jazz. Very interesting choice. Oh yeah, so this is also a Valiant. Okay, so both of these are Valiants over here. Nice. This is the Hammerhead. Fast patrol ship with multiple turrets designed to combat fighters, the Hammerhead is equally suited to support larger capital ships in the fleet or act as a flagship for fighter groups. I like that the cockpit is underslung, and it feels like a alien ship from like what you call it, like the Alien series, like Weyland-Yutani. That's what I'm thinking of. Feels like a Weyland-Yutani ship in there with the cockpit design. But yeah, that's it for this haul. Let's go check out the Hullo haul, and then that's it for day 3. Aegis has a wide variety of military ships, but that's kind of what they did for hundreds of years. They were the only people allowed to make them for the Navy, which is why Drake is always butthurt, and why there aren't as many big giant capital ships that are, you know, in the UE Navy outside of Aegis. Kind of got it on lock and key there. Okay. Nothing down here. We have the Nautilus and the Vulcan. Alrighty then. So yeah, no ground vehicles for Aegis. Okay, so we have the Vulcan, which is a drone repair ship, I believe. Let's see here. Medium repair, medium refuel, repair, rearm, become a one-person support crew with Aegis Dynamics versatile Vulcan, supplying aid to pilots on the fly, whether pinned down under heavy fire and in need of ammunition, low on quantum fuel after an ill-planned jump, or stranded in unknown space with a busted thruster. Pilot in distress can always count on a Vulcan and its cadre of drones to lend speedy, efficient assistance. So yeah, drone repair ship. Hey, what's up, Starkiller? How you doing, buddy? Then we have the Nautilus, mine layer. 4 centuries of distinguished service under its belt. Gee, I wonder who commissioned its 4 centuries of service. I bet you it had to involve the Messer family. The Aegis Dynamics Nautilus, tactical mine layer, represents ultimate strategic combat engineering with fully integrated mine deployment, sweeping, and disarming capabilities. So yeah, do you want to plant some mines? You're going to need this. Do you want to detect mines? You're going to need this. Do you want to clear mines? You're going to need this. It is the mine ship. It does all of it. So, get fucked if you don't have one of those and you want to see where mines are. I guess, is the implication? No clue. But again, they're selling you the dream of a, you know, space game that has a big giant mine-laden ship so that you can go buy the mine-laden ship. Can't blame them for selling the dream. That's what got us all here in the first place. Anyway, so that's going to be it for day 3, you guys. That's Aegis. That's a little history lesson of the Messer family regime and the Empire and why there's so many military vehicles for them. When we get to Anvil Aerospace, that'll be the 23rd and 24th. And then we have the finale, 27th, 8th, and 29th. I believe somewhere at the end of that or during this, we'll have the Drake Defense Con over at the Starport, so be sure to stick around for that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for doing the voodoo that you do, and I hope you guys are enjoying the series of walkthroughs every time there is an expo. Thank you all for watching, and till next time, as always, stay safe and fly right. Y'all have a good one.